Alright everyone, welcome back to another Metroplex Bass Addicts video. This video is going to be over the Bass Champs Texas tournament on Cedar Creek Reservoir, our favorite lake, as we've mentioned many times before. I almost said the first Bass Champs tournament, but it was actually the fourth of the season. I think they had two on Rayburn and one on Fork already. But our first Bass Champs tournament of the year, we're only fishing two this year. The one y'all are about to see, this video on Cedar Creek, and then we're going to fish the one on Ray Roberts as well, most likely. So just fishing two Bass Champs events this year, not going to worry about qualifying for the championship or anything for that series. Just going to kind of jackpot the ones we feel like we have a good chance in. So this one was Cedar Creek. It was March 15th. It's a little bit earlier than we normally fish Cedar Creek. But as you'll see, it fished pretty good. It fished insane. The lake fished insane. I mean, if you looked up the weights, if you're a part of that tournament, you know it popped off. It took an insane amount of weight to win and an insane amount of weight to cash a check. And you guys will kind of see what we caught and where we ended up. But overall, Cedar Creek's a phenomenal lake. That's why it's our favorite lake. I don't know of another lake in the area that puts out that many big bags like that, other than maybe Fork. Other than Fork is a slot lake, but Fork might be the only one that can keep up in the area, to be honest. For the amount of pressure that it gets and the amount of consistently big bags it puts out, it's really impressive. So, but that's what this video is about. Bass Champs on Cedar Creek. We're going to roll right into it, and I'll see you guys at the end. Thanks for watching. Giant.
Nope. What? Why? I think I like it.
The black dude all the time. Yeah. Yep. Big one. Big one. Off with it. Yeah, it's a good one. There you go, guys. I don't know if we got the net cam on, but good way to start the day on the Texas rig. Feels good to catch one on Texas rig again. Feels like years. Big Bite Baits Battle Bug in the tilapia color. Those pliers are cheats. Yeah, they need to be oiled. Yeah. God. It wasn't coming off. It's a 5-pounder. There you go. 5-pounder to start the morning off. I wish there was like some kind of slightly different thing about the bank where I caught or something so we could key in on a pattern. Yeah. Instead of having to fish it all. Oh, I just got bit again. He dropped it. Got him. It'll keep. Probably another 2.5. Oh, that came off. Good catch. That's a keeper. Yeah. All right, guys, number 2 off the side of this dock. Another solid one, probably 2 1/4 maybe. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, 2 1/4 probably. We'll take it though. Big? It feels big. Yep. Pick up. Just for this. Yeah. You get the camera on? No. Yeah, it's on. Huh?
No.
It wasn't? It was flashing red.
Oh yeah, it was actually.
Yeah. That's another 5. Close to it, if not.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. Number 3. We'll take it. Huh? Yep. I'll check him, but I think he'll go. Yeah. Huh? He should keep, maybe. He'll be close.
Yeah.
Not a keeper. 5th catch of the day, but not a keeper. Yeah. Me too. Alright guys, got the limit. Barely. This guy's, I don't really want to bring him to weigh in, but it's at least gets the 5th one out of the way. Now we just got to call the last 2 I caught. I think the other one you just hooked was about that size. Well, at least you didn't get skunked today. Yep. That was on like the corner post out here, right? Like,
It was corner post over there.
Yeah. So like out a little bit off the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah? Big one?
Sorry, he ate it too fast.
Yeah, I mean, he was on that shit.
That would cool though.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So as you saw, you know, it wasn't a bad day for us. 15.33 pounds is what our limit weighed in at. Which, you know, in most tournaments, even on, you know, bigger lakes that have a lot of big fish that kick out big bags, you know, 15.33 pounds in most tournaments is, it's going to be flirting with a check at the very least, you know. in that 20th to 30th place range. You know, it's either right inside the money or just outside. It just depends on the day and time of year. But a lot of times 15.33 pounds, when Ian and I catch something around that, it'll get you a check. But we got 56th place out of 226 teams in this tournament with 15.33 pounds. I think they paid like 25 or 28 spots somewhere in there. It took 18 pounds to get a check, 32 something to win or something like that. Something ridiculous. Cedar Creek is insane. You know, when you catch 15 pounds, almost 15 and a half pounds, and you're not even top 50, you're 6 spots outside the top 50, that shows how great of a fishery you're on. So that's why it's our favorite lake. You know, this was a bad tournament for us in the sense that we didn't cash a check or we weren't up there really high, but luckily we're not fishing champs for points, so not really too worried about falling in the point standings or anything like that. But it was just good to get out there and catch a solid bag. You know, it was a lot of fun flipping that Texas rig around. It's been a long time since I've been able to catch, you know, a limit of bass exclusively on a Texas rig, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So a little bit tougher on Ian this time, but he'll get them. I'm sure at the next one he'll probably catch all 5 of our fish on that one and get me back. So overall though, 15.33 on limit, 1 bait, basically 1 cove, 56th place out of 226 teams. So a nice, solid, respectable finish, but nothing to write home about, no check. But still a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun filming this video. And then the day after, we fished Eagle Mountain in the Kings of Cowtown qualifier and had maybe the worst tournament of our entire careers, definitely in the last several years. We didn't even catch a bass. And we can't even remember the last time that we like truly zeroed in a tournament like that. So that part of the weekend sucked at Eagle Mountain, but Cedar Creek was a fun time, and we got this good video out of it for you guys. So hopefully we can take what we learned in this tournament, because I think we could have actually cashed a check if we had made the adjustment a little bit later, or a little bit sooner. I mean, we kind of adjusted and figured out what they were doing a little too late into the day. I feel like if we could have gotten on that bite an hour or two earlier, we could have made a run at 20 plus pounds and had a really good day. So hopefully we can take everything that we learned from this and apply it to the TTO out there on April 5th. Of course, you know, it's 3 weeks later. Things are going to change. There's going to be more fish that push up to spawn. I think we were catching like the very first wave of spawning fish. There should be more pushing up. There will probably be some pushing back out from post-spawn, and there will probably still be some pre-spawn fish, maybe even a shad spawn going on by April 5th out there, depending on what the water temperatures get up to. It is going to be pretty warm. So, but hopefully this gives us a solid base to go into that TTO tournament and do even better. And keep ourselves in the running for Angler of the Year. So really appreciate you guys watching this one. Stay tuned. We have some content coming from the Bassmaster Classic soon. We'll be there at least 2 of the 3 days, just kind of walking around, filming, talking to the professional anglers and all that good stuff. So try to get as much content from there as we can. And then we might be going to a special little lake on the Sunday of the Classic, Sunday the 23rd, to mess around and see what we can catch to kind of get back at the fish from this past weekend. So other than that, it's those, and then back into the TTO season on Cedar Creek in April. And then we have a couple other videos. We filmed a video on Louisville a couple nights ago, caught a pretty decent bag in like 3 hours out there just messing around. So lots of content coming y'all's way. Going to keep up the one video a week at least, trying to do that all year. So far we've been able to post at least 1 video a week every week this year, hoping to do that throughout the entire year. So appreciate you guys watching this one. Stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
I got the bread and I got the juice. I got some dogs and I let them loose. Bring in the storm, but this ain't the Zeus. Walk in the skies, but this ain't the loop. This ain't the cruise. We ain't the same, you ain't have a clue. I'm in the game and untouchable, cause I got the flame and this is the proof. Loading my tote, I still want all the smoke. We ain't talking about jokes, we just talking about more. I see